I am not a good person. Crime has been a part of my life for as long as I've known. So when one of my buddies proposed robbing an old guy that lived in the middle of nowhere, I was immediately sold. Everything went off without a problem until I saw the morning news. Turns out, my partner in crime smothered the old man with a pillow, and we had to get the hell out of town. The hell were you thinking? I yelled at Mikey as he did his best to drive without raising suspicion. He saw me, was the only response he gave. So you suffocated an old Asian man? I yelled, freaking out about the absolute shitstorm that I'd been dragged into. They've got no evidence, and we've got enough cash to last literal years. As much as I hated it, he did have a point. Plus, there's a good chance if he goes down, I'm being dragged down with him. So I shut up and let him drive. I woke up as Mikey was getting back in the car. Got us some hotel rooms. Never heard of the place, but it looks nice, he said, looking at the mansion-like building in front of us. We were greeted by a gorgeous woman that spoke with the same accent as that one character from the old X-Men cartoon. You know the one I'm talking about. Well, hello there, gentlemen. Welcome to the Den. My name is May, and if y'all need anything, just dial 564 on the phone in your rooms. She gave us a wink as she slid two keys with the number 42 on them. What is this? Mikey asked as he held up the key, a noticeable A on the back. Oh, I'm so sorry, sugar. We had some renovations done recently, and room 42 is two separate rooms now. The owner just hasn't had a chance to change the room numbers around yet. My room looked like some kind of presidential suite. I was stunned looking at it. At any moment, I was expecting to wake up, and for a fraction of a second as I was falling asleep, everything seemed to slightly shift. In the morning, Mikey was banging on my door. We got a problem! The car's tires were all flat. It looks like someone cut the valves, said this huge black guy that apparently found our deflated car. I am so sorry, boys. I don't think anything like this has ever happened here. I nearly jumped out of my skin as May made her presence known. God, don't do that, I said, trying to get my heart rate back down. Y'all are awfully jumpy. Is everything alright? Okay, dear, see what can be done about their car trouble. Yes, ma'am, the tall, muscular man responded before walking off. Mikey obviously wasn't in the best mood, and I didn't want to be the next guy smothered in his sleep, so I just took a closer look at the tires. They didn't look like they were cut, more like they were chewed on by an animal. You found anything? Mikey asked, standing over me. The valves look like they've been chewed on, not cut. Mikey just rolled his eyes and went back inside. Fucking prick. I, however, decided to go for a walk to calm down. The land around the hotel was several acres of forest with multiple trails. It was kinda relaxing listening to nature and junk. I was pulled from my empty head by a tug on my pants leg. A fox was either trying to get my attention or this was an adorable mauling. The thing ran ahead of me and looked back the moment I went to pet it. Okay, guess I'm following a fox. Every now and then, the thing would look back to make sure I was still following. After what felt like an hour, we were in a clearing in front of what I'd later find out is a Tory gate. What the hell? The fox was sitting in front of it, but the thing had two tails. As I approached the gate, a second fox appeared from nowhere. It had pure white fur and several tails. Just as my brain was registering what I was seeing, the foxes and gate were gone. A bit shaken, I made my way back to the hotel, looking around as I did. You alright, dear? May asked as I walked into the hotel lobby. Yeah, I. The words caught in my throat when I saw the large fox like tail slowly wagging behind her. I blinked several times trying to reset my brain, and everything was normal again. You don't look too good. I think you should go lay down. Unfortunately, your new tires won't be here until tomorrow. So, as an apology for the trouble, tonight is on the house. May said, giving me a look of concern. I stammered out a thanks and went to my room. I could tell from the sounds that Mikey. I could tell from the sounds in Mikey's room he was enjoying some, company. A tray of food I hadn't noticed was waiting on my nightstand for me. Gotta love Southern hospitality, I said after I finished the steak, gravy, and rice. Everything was oddly quiet, so I just got ready for bed. The instant my head hit the pillow, "What the fuck?" Mikey screamed as I scrambled to the door, tripping over myself several times. Mikey was sitting in the hallway with a look of disgust and absolute terror on his face. "What happened?" I asked, but he didn't seem to notice me. He finally noticed when I shook his shoulders. "What happened?" So this chick I was talking to, this chick was talking to me while you were doing whatever, and one thing led to another, and well, we were going at it. After we were done, I was laying in bed, and when I rolled over, oh God, she was dead. What the fuck did you do? I swear I didn't. She looks like she's been dead for weeks. I can't explain it. She looks decayed." That's when the smell hit me. That sickly smell of rotting flesh. I gagged and tried my best to keep the contents of my stomach from flooding out. Mikey, however, wasn't able to. It was so sudden that he almost hit me. "Oh God, that steak and rice wasn't steak and rice," he said between dry heaves. "There wasn't any rice. It was maggots. The goddamn food was rotten meat and maggots." At that point, I didn't try to stop it. My dinner quickly evacuated my body as well, and I dropped to my knees. I thanked whatever God was looking down at me that my food appeared to be normal. "Everything all right, boys?" echoed down the hallway towards us. The voice carried a hint of mischief and malice intent. The vague silhouette of a woman approached us. "I do hope you enjoyed your food and company." "Fuck you!" Mikey screamed as he picked himself up and charged at her. He was stopped in his tracks as she grabbed him by the throat with one arm and lifted him up. Now, that's no way to treat a lady," May said as she stepped into the light wearing a Cheshire cat-like grin. She had several fox-like tails protruding from her lower back that were pure white. Mikey tried everything he could to fight back, but nothing worked. A kick to her face really pissed her off. "You know, personally, I have no issue with those that steal from the wealthy. But murdering an innocent man is unforgivable. Let alone my son." She made a sphere shape with her hand and drove it into Mikey before dripping out what looked like his liver. Oh God, it was his goddamn liver! Her grin became even wider as her mouth transformed into this gaping maw filled with sharp teeth. She ate his damn liver in one bite. Immediately, she repeated the process with his heart before throwing his dead body aside and approaching me. "Now, don't worry, hun. I've got no qualms with you. So why don't you go to sleep for me?" she said as she gently cupped my cheek. I faded from consciousness. When I I came to, I was laid out in the backseat of the car parked in front of the dilapidated mansion. Mikey wasn't anywhere to be found. A tap on the window scared the piss out of me. "Excuse me, dear. Is everything alright?" May said as she smiled at me. Her smile grew to inhuman proportions. Yes, I just pulled over to take a nap." I stammered out as I remembered what happened. "Alright then. Drive safely and we hope to see you again sometime. Obviously, hopefully under some better circumstances." And I just drove until I was far, far away from that place. Every now and then I go back to leave an offering to whatever it was that decided to spare me. Occasionally I'd see a fox staring at me, and for a moment I could swear it had multiple tails. Hello everyone, this is your narrator speaking. I've started doing these stories as a list of yokai creepypastas that I plan on doing more of. For those of you that may know, these may be easy to guess. For those that don't, play a guessing game. However, for anyone that may enjoy something like this, there are multiple references hidden within this story. If you can find all of them, I will have a list of the yokai that I'm planning on doing stories of, and whoever can guess all the references will get the chance to pick which one I do next. Thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed your stay in the land of Yomi.